Define oxidation in terms of electrons. Give an example. ANS, oxidation. Oxidation is loss of election by an atom or an ion. E.g. Define reduction in terms of loss or gain of oxygen or hydrogen. Give an example. ANS, reduction. Reduction is defined as addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen during a chemical reaction. Oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously in a reaction. Addition or removal of oxygen. Reaction between zinc oxide and carbon takes place by the removal of oxygen, reduction, from zinc oxide. What is the difference between valency and oxidation state? ANS. Valency. The combining capacity of an element with other element is called valency. While assigning valency, the sign is followed by the number i.e. 2+. For example, the valency of sodium is 1+. Oxidation state. The apparent charge assigned to an atom of an element in a molecule or to an ion is called oxidation state. While assigning oxidation number, the sign precedes the number i.e. +2. For example, the oxidation number of sodium is +1. Differentiate between oxidizing and reducing agents. ANS. Oxidizing agent. A species that oxidizes a substance by taking electrons from it. A substance which is reduced itself by gaining electrons. Cl plus E, Cl. A substance that reduces itself and oxidizes other. Examples are nonmetals. Reducing agent. A species that reduces a substance by donating electrons to it. A substance which is oxidized itself by losing electrons. Na, Na++ E-. A substance that oxidizes itself and reduces other. Examples are metals. Differentiate between strong and weak electrolytes. ANS. Strong electrolyte. The electrolyte which ionizes completely in aqueous solution is called strong electrolyte. It produces more ions in water. Such electrolytes are good conductors of electricity. NaOH H2O. Na++OH. Examples: aqueous solution of NaCl, NaOH, H2SO4. Weak electrolyte. The electrolyte which ionizes to small extent in aqueous solution is called weak electrolyte. It produces less ions in water. Such electrolyte are weak conductors of electricity. CH3COOH plus H20H3SO plus H3O plus. Examples: aqueous solutions of CH3COOH, CaOH2. How is electroplating of tin on steel carried out? ANS. Tin is usually electroplated on steel by placing the steel into a container containing solution of tin salt. The steel is connected to an electrical circuit, acting as cathode, while the other electrode made of tin metal acts as anode, plus. When an electrical current passes through the circuit, tin metal ions present in the solution deposit on steel. Why is steel plated with nickel before the electroplating of chromium? ANS. The steel is usually plated first with nickel or copper and then by chromium because it does not adhere well on the steel surface. Moreover, it allows moisture to pass through it and metal is stripped off. The nickel or copper provides adhesion and then chromium deposited over the adhesive layer of copper lasts longer. This type of electroplating resists corrosion and gives a bright silvery appearance to the object. How can you prove with an example that conversion of anion to an atom is an oxidation process? ANS. When anions, negatively charged ions, lose electron, they are converted into atoms. In this way they are oxidized. E.g. conversion of chloride ion to chlorine atom is an oxidation process. Cl degree plus E. Why does the anode carry negative charge in galvanic cell but positive charge in electrolytic cell? Justify with comments. ANS. In galvanic cell, electrons are lost by the atoms at anode plate, which makes it electron-rich. Therefore, it carries negative charge. In electrolytic cell, electrons are gained by cations from anode, which makes it electron-deficient. Therefore, it carries positive charge. Where do the electrons flow from Zn electrode in Daniel's cell? ANS. The electrons flow from Zn electrode through the external wire in a circuit to copper electrode in Daniel's cell. Zn degree plus Cu plus 2, Zn plus 2 plus Cu degree. Why do electrodes get their names anode and cathode in galvanic cell? ANS. In a galvanic cell, the electrode at which electrons are lost by the atoms and oxidation takes place is called anode, while an electrode at which reduction takes place and electrons are gained by the atoms is called cathode. What happens at the cathode in a galvanic cell? ANS. At the cathode, reduction of Cu plus 2 ions takes place. The electrons are gained by the copper ions of solution and copper atoms deposit at the cathode. Cu plus 2 E Cu degree. Which solution is used as an electrolyte in Nelson's cell? ANS. An aqueous solution of sodium chloride, NaCl, is used as an electrolyte in Nelson's cell. Name the byproducts produced in Nelson's cell. NS. Hydrogen and chlorine gas are the byproduct in the Nelson cell. Why is galvanizing done? ANS. The process of coating a thin layer of zinc on iron is called galvanizing. Advantage of galvanizing is that zinc protects the iron against corrosion even after the coated surface is broken. Why is an iron grill painted frequently? ANS. Paint protects iron from attack of moisture and oxygen, so iron is protected from corrosion. Why is O2 necessary for rusting? ANS. The loss of electron damage the iron. The free electrons move through iron sheet until they reach to a region of relatively high O2 concentration near the surface surrounded by water layer. This region acts as cathode and electrons reduce the oxygen molecule in the presence of H+ ions. O2 plus 4H plus 4E, 2H2O. In electroplating of chromium, which salt is used as an electrolyte? ANS. Chromium sulfate Cr2, SO4, 3. What is the nature of electrode used in electroplating of chromium? ANS. Anode is made of antimonial lead while the object to be electroplated acts as cathode. Antimonial lead is an alloy of lead and antimony.